tremendous friend to the studio, was a historian in her own right, and really contributed to those stories, helped to keep those stories alive, and we'll be forever grateful for her efforts there. And the work in the archive, we believe, will make sure that her legacy and her family's legacy is continued into the future. Our Global Archives team really operates on 3 pillars. The first pillar is production support. So that is where we take in everything that comes off of the set, whether that be a piece of film or a data tape that has camera files on it, or audio, or props, costumes, vehicles, and we take those in and we curate them and put them into storage. Storage being our second pillar. So we operate physical warehouses throughout the country, actually throughout the world, but largely in the United States. We have over 30 million physical assets in the archive. We have a digital archive infrastructure for all the digital files that we manage. We have nearly 120 petabytes of data. That's petabytes with a P, so it's a lot of data. And then what we do is we do what we call proactive preservation. I'm joined here with Randall Luca, who's on my team here, and he has taught me a great phrase, which is that we try to be an active archive, a proactive archive, to proactively preserve our media and our artifacts before they degrade, before we lose them. And with a company as old as ours, just passing our 101st anniversary last week, it's really important that we don't lose sight of that, because things become obsolete, particularly digital file formats, or even costumes that have been sitting in a bag for 40 years start to degrade. So we try to do proactive preservation on that material. And then our third pillar, which is really kind of the payoff, is what we call promotion and monetization. So this is why we do what we do. This is why we exist. Why do you guys exist? Why do you have all this stuff? Well, on the promotion side, we support our tours group for the Warner Brothers Studio Tour, the Harry Potter tours in London and in Tokyo. We support global themed entertainment with their licensed exhibits, thinking of like Warner Brothers Movie World in Australia, or the Game of Thrones experience in Belfast, Ireland. And on the media archive side, we support the monetization of the catalog. What does that mean? That means we take out an old piece of film, we scan it at high resolution, we remaster it into a high quality UHD 4K version, and you can enjoy it on UHD Blu-ray or stream it on Max, for example. And so if we don't save this stuff, if we don't take care of it, we can't monetize the catalog. And a very significant portion of the company's revenue comes from the catalog. But we couldn't do it without the help of our company partners and institutions. Many of those folks are actually here today with us, and we're thankful that you could make it. Obviously, our staff, seasoned, weathered staff that many have put in collectively hundreds of years of work here at the company. And we couldn't do it with our partnership with our business units, as I mentioned, the tours, the property department, the costume department, our post-production groups, all the production entities, and the sales divisions. So, as I mentioned, we just crossed year 101, so we're officially out of the WB 100 phase and into the second century of the company. We thought it would be fitting that we would take a moment to, host an event to celebrate one of the original founding brothers of this studio. Yes, there were really actual brothers. Everyone knows that. 4 brothers, and you will learn all about it in this wonderful documentary today. And today's documentary is about Jack Warner. I'm extremely grateful for Gregory Orr to be here today, for his willingness to share this wonderful documentary with us in person. I'm also very grateful for the other members of the Warner family that are here today, and there are a number of them. I'm really thankful for the corporate communications group to help us co-sponsor this event. Margot's done a fantastic job. Thank you so much, Margot. Really, when I was walking around out there in the lobby, I am most grateful for the fellowship that was happening out there. For employees and some of our partner companies that we work with, and institutions, the family members milling about, looking at these wonderful artifacts that are on exhibit, and having that kind of real fellowship and celebrating our history. That is what it's all about for me. So thank you for that. A couple housekeeping items. At the conclusion of the documentary, please don't leave. Please stay through the credits, because we have a payoff. There's going to be a wonderful Q&A session with Gregory Orr, the writer, director, producer, and grandson of Jack Warner. And that'll be hosted by our very own Jeff Briggs. Many of you may read his posts on Workplace. He's kind of our studio historian. And then after that, I'd say on your way out, if you didn't get a chance to take advantage of looking at the exhibits out there, please do. We have some wonderful artifacts that we pulled out from deep in the annals of our archive, many of which have never been publicly exhibited. So it's some pretty cool stuff out there. And so please take advantage of that. And so now we present to you Jack L. Warner, The Last Mogul. Enjoy the show.